Folks, got some breaking news here. The House Judiciary Committee just a short time ago voting to hold Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress after he refused to hand over an audio tape of Joe Biden's interview with special counsel Robert Hur. Texas Republican Congressman Chip Roy, he sits on the House Judiciary Committee and joins us now. It's good to see you, Congressman. Garland says that he doesn't have to comply with Congress's oversight because the DOJ has to protect the integrity of investigations. Listen to his rationale.
The Justice Department is a fundamental institution of our democracy. People depend on us to ensure that our investigations and our prosecutions are conducted according to the facts and the law and without political influence. We have gone to extraordinary lengths to ensure that the committees get responses to their legitimate requests, but this is not one.
You know, I don't think that's what the Constitution says, but maybe I'm wrong. Is Garland right that his agency is immune to congressional oversight?
Yeah, Chris, well, that's obviously insane on its face. Look, I mean, one thing to keep in mind is that Democrats, when they controlled the Judiciary Committee in 2019, they held Attorney General Barr in contempt for literally redacting that which the law required him to redact from grand jury proceedings. And now our Democratic colleagues are all a Twitter because we believe that we should make sure we get to hear the entire audio footage rather than just the transcript. And why is that? Because Special Counsel Hur, he actually relied heavily on the fact that, Biden was not all there. Biden was going to come across as an old man. And so it was all about the demeanor of the president. We believe we ought to be able to investigate that and see that and not just rely on what they put down in writing in a transcript. And by the way, by definition, they already opened the door because they already complied. They already waived executive privilege. They gave us the transcript. This isn't absurd. So we voted today to hold the Attorney General in contempt for not complying.
That's a great point. Now, hypocrites in the Biden regime are saying that they have executive privilege for Joe Biden's audio conversations with the special counsel Robert Hur, but Joe Biden committed his admitted crimes. He's not contesting he's been stealing classified information for the last 40, 50 years. But before he was occupying the Oval Office, when he was a senator, when he was VP, what will the Republican Party's response be to the White House, absurd contention and their lawless claim to executive privilege over something Joe Biden did when he was a senator and a VP?
Yeah, well, today we had some vigorous debate in the Judiciary Committee. In fact, those of us who were there, some of my colleagues were in New York today because they were rightfully, put out by the sham trial going on in New York. That's a different issue. But some of us were in the Judiciary Committee today because we wanted to debate Democrats and have this vote. So we voted to hold the Attorney General in contempt because this claim of executive privilege is just simply not true. Again, they have already given us the transcripts. And let's remember that Special Counsel Hur was relying very heavily, as I said a minute ago, on the extent to which President Biden was clearly not able to recall important details and facts. And he was relying on that to say that they couldn't prosecute him. But this isn't us going to prosecute him, right? This isn't a criminal proceeding. This is an impeachment inquiry. We're Congress. We have a legitimate impeachment inquiry right now. We voted on that. We also have legislative oversight. And so we have a duty to look at the facts. We already have this. They've already opened the door. They're protesting in an environment where they're just simply wrong.
Well, let's you and I hope that the outcome is different from Hunter Biden as opposed to Merrick Garland. I as a conservative, do not believe Merrick Garland has the right to defy the Constitution of the United States or Congress's will. So let's hope the majority of your colleagues vote in that way. Congressman Chip Roy, it's always great to see you, sir. Come back soon.